Call Allah Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Rek Hakwadash. In English, that would mean all praise to the Most High, in the name of the Son, in the name of the Holy Spirit. Double honors to the apostles and elders and brothers, a great millstone, GMS for short, where I am learning this 100% truth. Shalom to the elect, to the 144,000, to the mixed multitude that's scattered to all four corners of the earth, putting in this work. Shalom to the sincere sisters that believe in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, that also believe in this 100% truth. Matthew 28:19 tell us to go therefore, teaching all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father, Yahweh, and in the name of the Son, Yahweh Shah, and in the name of the Holy Spirit, the Ruach HaKodesh. So, like I always say, that's what we're going to continue doing. Spreading this word in the name of Yahweh, who the world ignorantly calls God, and in the name of the Son, Yahweh Shah, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus, and in the name of the Holy Spirit, the Ruach HaKodesh. So, now that this truth is coming out, you seeing that a lot of people are false prophets. If you speaking anything that's not according to this word, that's making you a false prophet. That's making you a false prophet, and there's a lot of them. You got Bishop Nate. They talking about Jacob's trouble ain't gonna happen. They talking about Isaiah 4:1 ain't gonna take place on this side. They calling on Christ. Like, none of that is true. So that makes him a false prophet. You putting in your own thoughts and stuff. No, we go off the scriptures. That's it. We don't put our own perspective for none of that inside this truth. No, we speak from the Bible, and that's it. If you can't filter it through the scriptures, we can't roll with it. And it's going to be a lot of people. Matter of fact, let's look. False prophet. A false prophet is someone who claims to speak for Yahweh but is actually lying or is motivated by personal gain. And if you getting more and more people into your congregation, you get more and more money, that's all you care about. You don't care about speaking the truth. You don't care about speaking the truth. So we care about speaking the truth. A false prophet, ooh, that word long.
Strong's G 5578. Pseudoprophetes. Pseudoprophetes.
Pseudoprophetes. False prophet. One who's acting the part of a divinely inspired prophet utters falsehoods under the name of the divine prophecies. A false prophet. A pretended foreteller or religious impostor. False prophet. And we got a lot of them. We got a lot of them. So Matthew 7:15 says, beware of false prophets which come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are raving wolves. It says, you shall know them by their fruits. Do men gather grapes of thorns? So you can't get grapes from a thorn tree. It says, or figs of thistle. So you ain't, a good tree produces good fruit. So a good prophet gonna produce the truth. A false prophet is gonna produce lies. They only care about the money. We don't care about the money. We care about this truth going out. Like Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah said. So, precept, 2 Peter 2:1, it says, but there were false prophets also amongst the people, even as there shall be false teachers amongst you, who privily shall bring in damnable hearsays, even denying the Lord that brought them, and bring upon themselves swift destruction. So, if you lying, and you not repenting, you're going to bring on yourself swift destruction. We're going to start seeing a lot of these camps go down. Many of these camps going to go down smoking too. It says, many will follow their evil teachings and shameful immoralities. It says, and because of these teachers, the way of truth will be slandered. In their greed, they will make up clever lies to get hold of your money. And I just said that. Look at these lying-ass pastors in the Sunday church, in the Jehovah Witness, in the Catholic church, in the Buddhist church, in the Moorish community, in the Islam. All that shit is wicked. It says, in their greed, they will make up clever lies to get a hold of your money. But Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, has condemned them long ago, and their destruction will not be delayed. Their destruction will not be delayed. Matthew 24, and I'm going to start at I could start at 2. It says, well, I could start at 1. It says, as Yahushua was leaving the temple grounds, his disciples pointed out to him the various temple buildings. But he responded, do you see all these buildings? I tell you the truth, they will be completely demolished. Not one stone will be left on top of another. It says, later, Yahushua sat up on the Mount of Olives. His disciples came to him privately and said, tell us, when will all this happen? What signs will signal your return and the end of the world? Yahushua told them, don't let anyone mislead you, because a lot of wickedness is coming. A lot of false prophets will come. Anybody going against Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah is a false prophet. So it says, for many will come in my name, claiming I am the Messiah. They will deceive many. It says, and you will hear wars and rumors of wars, but don't panic. Yes, these things must take place, but the end won't follow immediately. But these are the type of things that's going to have to happen. And if you're seeing false prophets, if you're seeing wars and rumors of wars, you're seeing people coming in the name, but they wicked, like that one camp. I don't know what that one camp is, that be eating all the shrimp and lobsters and all that. Them fat ass dudes. Oh damn, I forgot what their name was. I think his name was King David or some shit. Like that's wicked, bro. Get all that fattening foods, bro. You supposed to take care of your temple. Telling you can eat pork and shrimp and shit. Like, no, you can't. It ain't nothing to justify you doing that. Go to Leviticus 11. It tells you everything. So precept, Matthew 24 and 24, it says, for there shall arise false Yahushas and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, and so much that if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect. So it's going to be that strong that they're going to deceive a lot of people. If they could, they would deceive the elect. But Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah predestinated that. So he picked them before the world was even in existence. First John 4 and 1, it says, dear friends, do not believe everyone who claims to speak by the Spirit. You must test them to see if the Spirit they have come from, to see if the Spirit they have comes from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. For there are many false prophets in the world. It says, this is how we know if they have the spirit of Yahweh. If a person claiming to be a prophet acknowledge that Yahweh Shah came in a real body, that person has the spirit of Yahweh. But if someone claims to be a prophet and does not acknowledge the truth about Yahweh Shah, that person is not from Yahweh. Such a person has the spirit of the Antichrist, which you heard is coming into the world, and indeed is already here. Anybody that's going against Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah is an Antichrist. But it's going to be a lot more that's going on. You're going to see a lot of people scarfing and scorning and talking stuff on people's pages and getting on their comment boards and stuff. This is the stuff that's going to be happening. They talk about the mark of the beast ain't coming, but now there's digital ID everywhere. That wasn't just like that. Because it's coming. You ain't going to be able to buy or sell. If you ain't got the digital ID, you ain't going to be able to buy or sell. Then they going to turn it to flip it to the mark or the beast. Oh, you might lose your card, man. You might lose this. You might lose your wallet. Somebody might steal it. You don't think they can chop your damn hand off and keep using your wrist? Come on, man. You fall for that trick, that means the Lord wasn't dealing with you anyway. So 2 Timothy 4 and 3 says, for the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine, but after their own lust shall they heap to themselves teachers having itching ears, and they shall turn away their ears from the truth and shall be turned unto fables. So what is fables? Myths.
Strong's G
Muthos.
3454. Muthos. Muthos.
Fables. Myths. Yep, myths. So they're going to be tricking people. It says, but watch thou in all things, endure affliction, do the works of an evangelist, make full proof of thy ministry. So it don't matter what we're going through, we're going to continue doing what we're supposed to be doing, no matter what. Some of us are going to get killed. Some of us are going to get killed by our family members. It talks about that in Joshua. Nah, not Joshua. What is that? It talks about Some of your families, brothers and sisters. Dang, what is that? Luke. It's Luke. Luke 21 and 16. Let me try that. Yep. Luke 21 and 16. And it says, and ye shall be betrayed both by parents and by brothers and kinfolks and friends, and some of you shall they cause to be put to death. So we getting ready for all of that, because we know it gotta come. So we getting ready for that. So let me see. 2 Timothy 4 and 3 says, for the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine, but after their own lust shall they heap to themselves teachers having itching ears. So 1 Timothy 1 and 19 says, cling to your faith in Yahushua and keep your conscience clear, for some people have deliberately violated their conscience. As a result, their faith has been shipwrecked. And you look up that word shipwrecked. Naagio.
Strong's G 3489. Now Ageo. Now Ageo.
Shipwreck, make shipwreck, to suffer. To suffer. Stranded. To make suffer. So to go through some hard times. So it says, and violating their conscience. Matter of fact, let me get that in the KJV. Holding faith and a good conscience, which some have put away concerning faith, have made shipwrecks. So they're gonna mess themselves up. They're gonna mess themselves up. So when you look up that word false prophet, it's someone who claims to speak for Yahweh, but is actually lying or is motivated by personal gains, right? Greed, characteristics. They are often characterized by greed and a desire for personal gain or attention, using fear to manipulate others, having questionable morals and lifestyle issues, not adhering to established religious scriptures or doctrine. So like it talks about, how are you carrying yourself? When you speak, do you speak according to this word? Are you breaking down these scriptures? Do you have faith? Do you trust and believe in Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua? No other names, no Allah, no Buddha, no Santa Maria, no none of that shit. It's either Yahweh and Yahushua or nothing. Do you believe in that? Do you follow the laws and commandments to the best of your abilities? Your works is going to show if you're a false prophet or not. Your fruits. Your fruits is going to be your works. The things you do, how you carry yourself, how you move, how you act around other people. Are you bringing these scriptures out to other people when you get around them? Are you answering questions when people got sincere questions? Are you lying to the people trying to get money out of them? All these things let you know who you dealing with. You got to filter everybody out through the scriptures. It don't matter who it is. And that'll show you who they really are. So that's what we're going to continue doing, man, because we know false prophets is amongst us. So we got to continue bringing it out and filtering everything that we bringing it out through the scriptures. And continue building our faith and trusting in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. So, call Allah Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua Ba'ashem Ruach HaKodash. In English, that would mean all praise to the Most High, in the name of the Son, in the name of the Holy Spirit. Double honors to the apostles and elders and brothers of Great Millstone, GMS for short, where I am learning is 100% truth. Shalom to the elect, to the 144,000, to the mixed multitude that scattered to all four corners of the earth, putting this work. Shalom to the sincere sisters that believe in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, that also believe in this 100% truth. Hopefully this lesson was edifying. Shalom.